What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Rewind Theater for Infamous 2. I am Greg Miller alongside the guides guru, Colin Moriarty.
I'm here.
How you doing, Colin?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm pretty excited to be showing this right here. This is gameplay footage. This is all happening in the game for Infamous 2.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, you're going to be fighting necromorphs from Dead Space.
No, they're not necromorphs. These are some of the monsters you're going to be running into here in Infamous 2. Obviously, Cole has a brand new look. We're in a brand new city, and that city is New Marais. New Marais is a town that doesn't want superheroes involved. They have a thing called the militia. And what the militia does is come in and try to protect the people from people who have superpowers, like these necromorph-looking guys.
Right. And you can see the new emphasis in Infamous 2 right here, right away on melee combat.
Totally, yeah. Like I was saying, this is all literally happening in the game. Someone has a controller in their hand here, and you can see that this is not going to be like Infamous 1 at all, where you had some punches and kicks, but you never used them. Like, it was a very ranged combat game before. You know, stand back, shoot. Now you have your electrified cattle prod that you get to run in and just wail on people with.
Yeah, the game seems like it's going to be much less metered in that sense. You can just kind of come in. It's much more action-oriented. The cattle prod is electrified through Cole's inherent electrical power. So it all makes sense.
This is when I think I got back on track with Infamous 2, because, you know, right there, that doesn't look like the Infamous you and I love. But right here, jumping over that thing, running here, power line, he's going to jump on it, and there we go. We're right back to the Infamous we know.
Yep, and he's induction grinding, and as Sucker Punch said, he's going to have some of the powers he had in the first game, so he's going to be stronger.
And some new powers,
yeah.
like this one. Hold it up 1 second right there. This is brand new. If you remember last time, you got to a wall, you had to try to climb up it and then shimmy along a ledge.
Right.
This time it looks like Cole's got some kind of tether ability that can kind of shoot him along now with electricity.
Right, so the game's going to move much faster, it looks like.
Yeah, totally. If we can get it back up to full speed here, you'll watch. I mean, he's just flying through this level, and he's doing some stuff here that isn't just, you know, the grinding. He's running, he's rolling, and here comes another one where he kind of uses it to boost himself up way faster than before, right? Like before, he'd have to slowly crawl that or do a jump. Now he kind of just sits at the base of the pipe, charges himself, and then shoots up. Right there, you're seeing it.
And I love how, you know, the environments, you know, around you as you're grinding around look, you know, just as active, if not more active, they were in Infamous.
I think they look way more detailed than Empire City.
The game is running, you know, for even though it's early, the game looks like it's running very smoothly considering how much is going on the screen.
Even new effects. I mean, look at how his arms look right there when he's doing that. And then, oh, here's another example of, you know, improved stuff we've already seen. The power glide is back, but this time it moves faster. You can do it longer. You can shoot out further too. It looks like you're really getting an emphasis in Infamous, as you said.
Yes, and I think it's great that they included the old powers. It gives the game's continuity. Oh,
right there.
Of course.
Totally, like, not to, you know, obviously Naughty Dog flipped the script a couple months ago, but this is right out of Uncharted 2. Like one of these scenes where you're running and then here comes an event to, you know, knock you out of what you've been doing. You've got to deal with it. Now we're back to show that he still does have range powers. Shockwave's still here. But what's different than, you know, the first time around, look at these environments falling apart.
Yeah, the destructible environments are awesome. You're going to see a lot of these porches and things of this nature in Infamous 2 that are going to fall apart. Obviously, the buildings themselves will probably stay somewhat intact. Yeah. But this adds a lot of flair to the gameplay, and the explosions look amazing.
It's an interesting choice, right? Because they said, you know, we're going to New Marais. It's going to be kind of like New Orleans. You see these porches. That makes sense. But I didn't think about it when I saw screenshots of, oh, yeah, these porches are going to be able to fall down. You know what I mean? When you played in Empire City, that wasn't something I thought was missing. But now you look at this like, oh my gosh, how did I live without this?
It's going to be hard to go back now with all this.
Totally. And especially the detail they're putting into it. You know, Sucker Punch was talking to us about how they finally noticed how long you're on rooftops. So they wanted to make everything look good.
Right. And here we go. This is the introduction to the Southern gentleman himself, Bertrand.
Bertrand is the leader of the militia right now. He's the one trying to keep the aliens or whatever superpowered people out of New Marais. There's a great look at new Cole, his new tattoos, his new hairstyle, his new facial hair. Not everybody's sold on this.
No, certainly not.
So, you know, it's very early, as Sucker Punch told us at E3, so who knows what'll happen. But, you know, you're definitely seeing a different look for him, even though he does have the messenger bag, the, you know, trademark little radio thing to talk to Zeke all the time.
Yeah, and a strange kind of Union Jack on his pants. I'm not really sure.
You're not a fan of that?
No.
Well, you know, you're a big fan of Bertrand here, and you've only seen him a few times. What do you like about him?
I just like he's a laid back. He's like I said, he's a Southern gentleman. He's like he doesn't seem too worried. I mean,
he's one of those confident villains,
right?
And you always like that.
Cole could have taken him out right here, seemingly, and he just had him engaged because he knew as you're going to see that Chopper was going to take him out.
What's going to take him? Oh my God! Yeah, that looks like it would hurt for sure. But Cole has abilities, so that wouldn't take his head off. But I mean, I like Bertrand from what we've seen so far. Just that it's a cool idea of why you would start a counter-revolution, right? Why you would make a militia, because these monsters were coming in, threatening the city. The city, you know, kind of unionizes around this thing, and now Cole shows up, who, in some ways, is a good guy, depending on how you play. You know what I mean? Another huge Uncharted 2 moment. This looks pulled from Uncharted
Yeah, I mean,
2.
even the characters, you look at it real quick, it does look like Drake.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like when obviously there's a new voice and new look for Cole, and when you see and listen to him, I totally see Nathan Drake in it, which is both good and bad, I think. In a lot
Yeah,
of
it's a
ways.
shame. I mean, it's nice. It's not, if you're Naughty Dog, you're like, thanks for.
Look at that. That looks
Yeah,
like Nathan Drake, but it's early. I'm sure they're gonna polish this thing. It's coming out 2011. We got some time.
Right, and of course, apart from the aesthetic different, or similarities between Drake, the game still looks great.
Oh, the game. I mean, yeah. How good did that look? Running through that city, blowing everything up, things falling down around you. It was
And it
really,
ain't over
really
yet.
impressive.
This chopper wants him, but oh, tornado.
Look at this, the new electric tornado. And the cool thing is, again, like I understand that without being able to play it yourself, you don't understand this is all happening in game. This is not a cutscene. You can throw this tornado whenever you want to. They just do it here for that cinematic moment of, I'm Cole and I could ruin your life.
So,
which is what is needed, because he's got to go up against the Beast in this game, obviously, which was prophesized at the end of Infamous 1.
Right.
He shows up, gets in a fight in Empire City. Cole goes out to New Marais, tries to find what can make him stronger. Now, if we want to rewind real quick, too, you look at that 2 there on the end of Infamous, looks kind of like ice.
It
You remember
does.
in the first trailer they showed for this game, Cole had some ice powers. He was making ice shards around him, but they haven't touched on that yet. So more to come on what new powers he'll get here in Infamous 2, but I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait either. 2011 can't come soon enough, Greg.
Agreed. If you want to know more about Infamous, don't go to that website. Come to IGN.com and we'll tell you all about it with stunning videos like this and me and Colin's expertise.